billions of years of evolutionary advancement.
And then we have Cassie.
Look, the little bonding. Ow. Happy day, I'm glad. And today, the internet is going to ask us a question. We're gonna have to weigh the pros and cons, really consider the alternative, and ask the question, will we press the button? The first question is, you can break the laws of physics. What would I even do with that? But you might tear the very fabric of space-time when you do. So I'd be breaking something that I don't even really know why I would do it in the first place, and I might ruin everything. I won't. I can't. You are able to read minds, but every sentence you start begins with, if I interject for a moment. So I'd be super, super annoying. Every sentence. No one would want me to read their mind for them. Nah, I guess I won't. Does that mean I can't talk unless everyone else is talking? And if people are quietly there, I'm just like, if I may interject for a moment. Like every time I want to say anything, I'd stub my toe and be like, if I interject for a moment. You are given the ability to cure wounds, illness, and death if you should see fit. But by doing so, you take on the malady yourself for a few days, but you will eventually recover, even if it means coming back from the dead. Yes, I'm gonna press that button because then I could cure everything and then I could understand what it feels like to feel the pain of the suffering the person is going through, but I get over it. In a few days, Why? Everyone at school is friends with you, but school lasts 10 hours, 6 days of the week. You'd learn more, and you'd have a blast, and you'd have all your friends, and during lunch hour, you'd be like, everyone can sit at my table. The table's not big enough, bring all the chairs. Let's press that button. Oh, why is God mad at me again? And teachers could be my friends too, and then the learning experience could be so much better. It'd be so great. The teacher would be like, To Kill a Mockingbird, more like, Cassie is great. Oh. You never have to go to jail regardless of any crime you commit, but the entire world always knows what your internet browsing history is, even if it's hidden or has been deleted. I don't think that I'm too ashamed of my internet browsing history. Or am I? I mean, it'd just kind of be TMI, but I don't know if I'd be like embarrassed about it, you know? Because I don't really watch the dirty things. I mean, sometimes, but only out of curiosity. But what crimes do I really want to commit? I'd like to move to any country I want and be able to live there. That'd be cool. But then everyone in that country would be like, oh, you Googled the boobles. And I'd be like, oh yeah, well, so did you. I'm gonna press the button. Why is the lightning? You can drive any car you want, but you can't bring a girl into it. So I suppose this is like a boy question, because I don't know. I'd be like, hey girlfriend, you can walk. And then I'd pick up all my boys, and then we drive. Then we wouldn't be able to go on road trips with any girls, so it'd just be like a sausage fest and me. I will do it. Seems like I'm really sinning today. Wait, does that mean that I can't go in the car? Oh. And then Terry could drive it, but then he'd be like, sorry, bitch, and then he'd just drive away. Oh no! You have complete mind control over everyone for an entire day, but that day, you have terrible diarrhea. Just awful. I'll do it, yeah, because, I mean, I could just rule the world from the toilet, right? I could just be like, everyone be nice to each other. And everyone likes diarrhea sometimes, right? No? Okay. Well, I'm doing it. Ah! You marry the person of your dreams, and you have 15 wonderful years together. But you both die of terminal cancer in different hospital rooms, unable to see each other in your last days. No. I can't. No, especially because, like, if I knew that one day, that day would come, I wouldn't do it. I prefer to not know what's gonna happen in the future. Even if I died sooner, I'd rather not know that it was coming, because otherwise I'd spend my whole life being like, oh shit, here it comes. You have a great life, but every time you look at a child, they fall over. I'm pressing that button immediately. No! Daddy, ow! The person you love most will love you too. Well, I feel like I wouldn't want to love the person most who doesn't love me too. But you will have a car accident and die at the age of 40. And that person dies. I'd rather just take my chances and try to find somebody who loves me and not die at 40. 40's young, in my opinion. 40's the new 20. That's what I say, to make old people feel good about themselves. You get one power you want, but you can't swim for the rest of your life. I will press that button because I can fly, I can teleport, I can be invincible. I can sit there and weigh the pros and cons of every power, choose one. I do love swimming a lot, but not enough to give up invincibility. Press button. I know. He likes swimming too, the computer. he loves it very much. I throw the computer in the pool every once in a while, and it's so much fun when we swim together, hit each other with noodles, whack each other. You marry the person you love and live a happy life, but everybody else you know dies. No, I wouldn't want to do that because then we'd be married, but everyone would die. And then we'd have no friends, and I'd have no family, and they'd have no family, and it would be sad. I'm not doing it. They'd all drop dead at our wedding, and I'd be like, well, at least I'm happy. You get any one wish granted, but so does every other living person. See, this is the tragedy of the commons, because I feel like everybody should be able to get their wish, but what if some evil Knievils out there get their wishes granted? So then I'd have to wish that I don't get hurt by somebody else's wishes, and then it would be like I would net 0 positive outcome. 57% of people are just gonna roll the dice and be like, I want $1 million, and then they'll be killed by somebody else's tidal wave, eaten by somebody else's baboon. You marry the girl you love, and will be together forever, but she is having a secret affair that you know of, but can't do anything to stop her, then why would I love her? I wanna be together forever. So immature, I'm not doing it. You will be the sexiest person alive, but you can't love anyone. No, I'm good. I'd rather just be me and try to find love, try to shoot my league, try to win that love. I don't want to be alone. You get the superpower of your choice, but the entire world becomes one giant musical. So I'd be invincible and be like, which is kind of nice. It'd probably be a lot more peaceful if we were all singing together, and then I had my superpower and was like, yes, keep up the singing. But what if they played music I didn't like? What if they had a country jamboree for an entire month straight? Nah. I'd rather, if the entire world is one giant musical, a lot of bad stuff would cease to happen. But then I'd be the only one who's like really free because everyone else would be stuck in this musical. But would everybody still be able to express themselves just in a musical fashion? I think that'd be beautiful. Let's do it. I'll press that button. You can choose to enter any anime world you desire, but you appear in the world as yourself with no special powers or even a government record. But isn't that how it happens in animes? Like, didn't Chihiro in Spirited Away just show up and go, where am I? I'm a human, I don't belong here. And then she had to work very, very hard labor and watch her parents be pigs and almost eaten. Well, maybe I'll just not do that. In the animes I watch, there's too much suffering. I don't want to risk that. I feel like I'd get eaten by a frog or something. You're super good looking! All these questions are like, you're great! You're super good looking! And the person you love loves you, too, and asks you to get married. But you're blind and deaf and don't know when and where it happens. Nah, I'm good. I'm fine. Why are so many of these questions like, the person you love loves you? Shouldn't that just happen? And if it doesn't happen, then shouldn't you find someone else? That's the way I see it. So a lot of these questions don't really make much sense to me. You will live forever, and that is not all. You get a small puppy from a town in Nepal. It rhymes. But every last thing you ever did say will come out in a silly Seuss rhyming way. You will live forever? I don't want to live forever. I'm done there. And I don't really need a puppy from Nepal. I've got a puppy from Mexico. Not really a puppy, kind of an old grump. Oh. You would be the most popular person in your town, but the only social network you could use would be Google+. No, I'm okay. Meh. You become a world-famous composer, as prolific as Beethoven. But all of your songs are absolutely terrible, and you're the only one who notices. So would I want to make like really shit music, and everyone thinks it's great, and I'm like, but it's so bad. But then it would make a lot of people happy, you know? A lot of people that I know, they make really good stuff and then they end up throwing it in the garbage, even though I feel like they should release it to the public and make a lot of people happy. But are my songs like just shit? I think they're shit, but do they push the culture in such a way that their taste gets even worse? I don't know. Yeah, I'll press the button. Screw it. Make people happy. I would bet there's probably a lot of artists who think that their stuff sucks. When they move on to like a new phase in their life, they kind of are embarrassed of the old phase. Like, you know how you had your emo phase and you're not into that anymore? I feel like a lot of people are like, no, don't listen to my old stuff. A lot of YouTubers are like that. Old YouTube stuff does kind of suck, especially when it's me. Your parents aren't lame, but they don't find it awkward talking about sexual things like their fetishes. I don't think that like the stereotypical lame dad is lame. I think that like dad jokes are really funny, and dads that are obsessed with like their new air conditioning system, I think that's kind of cute. So I find lame parents very, very endearing, but it would be kind of funny to like have a parent who's just like super open. I don't know if it's worth it though. I don't want to hear about no fetishes. No, I won't do it. You gain the power to create 1,000 warts on the bodies of the people you don't like, but you have to buy new tires for your car every month. I wouldn't want the power to give somebody I don't like warts. Because in the case that I abuse that power, that's just a dick thing to do. You know? Oh, 50-50, wowie. Not to spiteful little guys out there. Anyone you want falls madly in love with you. But you can't ever have any kind of sex with them. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You can become any type of animal you want, real or fictional. But you're a female of that species, captive, and live a long life strictly for breeding. I'm good. No one wants to be a female. Ugh. Always being in a good mood, but never knowing how to cheer others up. So I just be that happy-go-lucky guy who can't really be there when people are upset. I don't really know what to say or what to do. I'd kind of be oblivious in a way. For me, being around happy people, even if they don't know how to make me happy, it just makes me happier, you know? But I wouldn't want to do that. I would want to know how to cheer people up. Only 42% of people press this button. We all like to empathize. It's our mirror neurons. It's how we bond with each other. We want to be able to bond, you know? Let's do a little bonding. Ow. In conclusion, people love superpowers and people also love giving warts to their enemies. I also believe that people are very, very love-starved, and I don't think it's right to want someone to love you back and put a spell on them if they don't love you. Just find somebody who loves you, because that person will support you and help you be better, and maybe even help you be more lovable. Who knows? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it one of these and make sure you subscribe. Give that Gloom subscribe button a bit of a pick-me-up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!